Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to give you guys some details and some clarity about how to section off braiding hair for box braids from extra small all the way to large. Sectioning off hair to where you get it the same size every time is a challenge for new braiders, and honestly a challenge for advanced braiders too. But I found a method that I use to help me know how to get the braids approximately the same size every time. It's not going to be exact, but it's pretty darn close. Okay, so I do something called the thumb method. I don't know if anybody else does this. I haven't even checked on YouTube to see if somebody made a similar video, but I'm just showing you guys what I do. So I'm pulling a section off. Of course, when it comes to smalls and extra smalls, you're going to pull off a little piece of hair. And then what you're going to do is you're going to measure on your thumb, okay? So as you guys can see, I measured on my thumb. After twisting it a little bit, I press it against my thumb to see what size it's going to come across on my thumb. And so what it ends up doing is it ends up basically covering 1/3 of my thumb, okay? 1/3. If you put it in the middle of your thumb, it's going to take up that middle section, and you're going to have two end sections, one on both sides, okay? So that's the rule of thumb I use. Literally, rule of thumb. That's the rule of thumb that I use for super small pieces of hair. This is for extra small box braids. Now, to some people, this may be small. To me, this is extra small. My super small pieces or my small box braids are not very small, okay? So this is what you're going to use if you're going to do extra small, okay? And as you get bigger sections and bigger pieces, you're going to end up taking more of your thumb. The braiding hair is going to cover more of the thumb, okay? So the next thing I'm going to do is the small size braids. Here, this is going to take up a little bit more. So my rule of thumb is for the small box braid hair to take up half of my thumb. Half of my thumb is the rule of thumb I do. Half or a little bit more than half. That's pretty much around the same type of size that I like to stick with when it comes to small box braids. You have to remember, it's not that much hair. Then on top of that, their hair is either thicker or on the thinner side. So a lot of times that can be adjusted. Like if their hair is on the thicker side, I probably would take a little bit less hair away. And if their hair is on the thinner side, then that size pretty much works, okay? So the next size is the infamous medium box braids. These are pretty much what I do a lot of the time, okay? Medium is very common for people. Medium mid back or medium waist length or medium lower back is pretty much what everyone gets. So as you guys can see, I'm kind of twisting it a little bit to show you guys how small it can get. But for the most part, the hair should cover the entire finger for medium. Now, it could be a little smaller than that or it could be a little larger than that. It doesn't matter. The box braids are not going to be all the same exact size because no one is perfect. But the more you do this, you guys, the better you will get at it. You're not just going to learn it tomorrow, okay? This took time and took so much figuring things out. Eventually you're going to know that when you pick up a certain amount of hair, that is the correct hair, okay? Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect, okay, guys? So the last size would be the large. Now you have two ways you can do the large box braids, okay? How I do the large box braids typically is I'll grab a pack of hair. I'll split that pack of hair in half and then split those halves into halves again. To me, that always works as the perfect size for large box braids. So I typically get 4 box braids per pack when I do large. Now, here's another rule of thumb. A rule of thumb is to do 2 fingers worth of hair. 2 fingers worth. Across, the length across, horizontally, that is the size that is good for large box braids. Okay, guys? The thumb method don't necessarily work because it's going to be more and bigger than the thumb, okay? So when you start getting into the large and the extra larger sizes, then that is the rule basically that I use. 2 fingers across, guys. 2 fingers. So like I said, or you can use the pack method, 4.5 braids per pack for large box braids. Okay, guys, I hope this video helped. I hope it helped beginners. I hope it helped people that struggle with trying to make things the same size and trying to figure out how to accurately get about the same size braids per hair. Now, again, this will have to be adjusted according to the client's hair type, not meaning like the texture, meaning the thickness, the density of the client's hair. If they have super thick hair, you may have to adjust the parting a little bit, and you may have to adjust the braiding hair because you'll try to do small but end up doing medium if they have super thick hair and you use certain type of measurement. So take away and add as needed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.